I would suggest a mix of two buys, but again the mix is more towards some strong, solid, large cap, mid cap names, as well as something which is very interesting. So the first one which I'm picking up is a Bandhan Bank. Now, as I said earlier, that banking stocks are doing exceptionally well. The reason why I'm flagging off Bandhan Bank is because the stock had already corrected from 420 to 300 sub 300 levels. So this round of 30% correction or 25% correction or a mean reversion seems to be have gotten over for Bandhan Bank. More importantly, the stock is now on the verge of breaking out of a cup and handle kind of a pattern. So this could be interesting for the stock at a time when the bank nifty requires many of its components to fire up. I think Bandhan Bank could be another banking name which can move up significantly from current levels. So buy with a target of 366. Stop loss could be kept at approximately 325. And the second is which I'm suggesting a buy is again from a mid cap name. It's a buy on Tanla, Tanla platforms. I think that stock which has done exceptionally well from 70 rupees just around 8 9 months back to 700 plus. At 700 levels, the stock apparently has consolidated for 3 months. It's forming a bullish flag pattern. You look at the very short term charts in last 3 4 days as well. There were multiple attempts towards breaking below that 670 mark, and all of those attempts have been bought into. So it's an interesting mid cap name which is getting highlighted on charts. Would suggest a buy on this stock for a in positional target to be kept at 850 and stop loss could be kept at 670.
All right, that's Kunal's view on the market as well as his high risk and the low risk idea. I'll just repeat them for you. One is he has a buy call on Bandhan Bank, that's a moderate risk idea, and he has a buy on Tanla platforms, which is a high risk idea. We also have Sharmila Joshi joining us this morning. Good morning, Sharmila, and what are your calls for a view of high risk, low risk ideas?
Yeah, good morning. We are seeing market on a bit of a tear, and it really becomes sort of imperative that you take part, and at the same time you sort of protect yourself against any kind of volatility that we may see in days to come. So the one sort of low risk idea that I'm going with is obviously from the IT sector, and it is a stock which I may have spoken of earlier, HCL Tech. This has been really my favorite pick within the IT space, and the kind of returns that it has given in this last year sort of bear that out. And I think even going forward, if you were to go look at the results that they have delivered this quarter, a very robust set of numbers, and more importantly, a very good and strong order pipeline is what they reported, what the management reported in this quarter. So going forward, once again, I think if you were to look at a forward multiple, then this is probably trading at a valuation lower than the other large cap IT names, and you could look at targets of closer to 1250, 1300 on this going ahead. The slightly high risk idea that I'm going with is Tata Motors. We have seen the stock really been on a sort of a runaway returns that it has given in these last 3 or 4 months. Part of it, of course, is because of the fact that we are seeing good numbers, good traction in the JLR piece. But that also becomes something that could go against them going ahead. How things will pan out in Europe, and whether this traction that we are seeing for Land Rover and Jaguar that continues domestically, how they're able to deliver, etc. Because they have now many moving pieces, since majority of their revenue really comes from overseas. So this is a stock that I like. I think there is an upside from here, but you need to keep these factors in mind. So Tata Motors would be the high risk idea.